If you Google anything about artificial intelligence, you'll eventually stumble upon headlines from news outlets stating that this technology will replace all of our jobs. According to these articles, AI is going to make some jobs' responsibilities so easy that the people in those positions will no longer be needed. Well, here's the reality. Journalists create these headlines to instill fear into the readers so that they'll have a better chance of clicking on the article. There won't be a wave of unemployment because of technological advancements. In fact, it's predicted that 85% of careers in 2030 don't exist yet, according to the Institute for the Future. Even after that point, though, you're still nervous if your current career is waning because of technological advancements. One of the careers that I'm referring to, of course, is medical coding. Hi everyone, I'm Matt from Tactics, and today I'm going to explain why medical coding isn't a dying career. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. First, let me state that if you're a medical coder, you shouldn't panic. However, things are definitely changing. There is no way to ignore the upcoming changes to medical coding brought forth by technology and AI. A lot of tasks associated with medical coding are similar to recognizing people within photos. What I mean by that is, it's a set of unstructured data that requires labeling. Fancy AI people call this pattern recognition supervised learning, and it's achievable through current technology. AI expert Andrew Ng gave his perspective in his Harvard Business Review article. If a typical person can do a mental task with less than 1 second of thought, we can probably automate it using AI either now or in the future. If you know a lot of the tasks that medical coders do today, you'll understand the significance of this statement. A lot of what's done in this career on a daily basis fits within his 1 second rule. This means that over the course of the next few decades or so, automation will take over the majority of medical coding tasks. This job requires a mixture of human analytical skills with or without technology though. Current and future coders should embrace the technological advancements headed their way. The experts within the field shouldn't have to spend hours each day working out simple charts. Second, it's important to note that as the more tedious responsibilities involved with medical coding become automated, responsibilities will begin to shift. This is already happening to medical coders as they're becoming more exclusive. They were already specialized between facility and clinical, but their focus is becoming even more granular. Ambulatory surgery centers are actively pursuing individuals who specialize in orthopedics, gastroenterology, OBGYN, and neurology coding. The demand for specialist coders is so high right now that it's the main reason why there's market growth in this career. Furthermore, the skills that medical coders develop over the course of their career are translatable into other healthcare information technology areas. As an example, coders work with protected health information, also known as PHI, in order to accurately communicate with insurance companies. Working with PHI means that they need to fully understand and be compliant with the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, also known as HIPAA. This means that coders have advanced first-hand knowledge of how one of the most encompassing laws works. Thus, they could easily pivot toward a position in compliance or auditing within a healthcare organization. Finally, I want to explain exactly why medical coders are still needed. Although essentially everything that can happen to a patient has a definable ICD code, there's still a lot of gray areas within this field. There's an age-old adage within this field where if you ask 5 different coders to code a procedure, you'll get 5 different answers with detailed explanations from each coder on why they're right. Every interaction between a provider and their patient is unique, regardless if there are similarities that happen with another client. It would take a pretty advanced AI system to determine the best answer to a problem if almost everything medical coding related allows for multiple interpretations. Thus, this field is more of an art than a science. A lot of jobs you see today won't exist anymore within the next few years, there's no denying that. Either they're only around because they're dependent on an outdated business model, or their responsibilities are simple enough that they'll get replaced by technology that doesn't exist yet. Medical coding isn't a career that falls under that category though. That doesn't mean it's impervious to change. Technology is already affecting this field and making tedious tasks easier than ever. But as I mentioned before, there are aspects of the job that's a few decades away from having a computer program figuring it out with no human intervention. If you'd like to learn more about medical coding, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.